Check out this week's adventure. This is known as Wire Pass, which takes you into Buckskin Gulch, the longest slot canyon in the world. Awesome adventure at the same trailhead as I shared with you last week, where we hiked the Wave. But this time we're going to go down into Buckskin Gulch, find these awesome petroglyphs. Looks like a bighorn sheep there on the cliffs that was made many, many years ago. But let's go down to Buckskin Gulch. Lots of warning signs about flooding. Do not hike in this area if there's any chance of rain. Large parking lot here down a dirt road takes you to Wire Pass Trailhead, which will then lead you into Buckskin Gulch, or if you get lucky enough, the permit to the Wave. At the end of this video, I'll leave a link to the Wave hike. Let's get back to the longest slot canyon in the world. So this is known as the boulder area. You reach this area real quick as you're heading towards Buckskin Gulch in an area called the Wire Pass. It's slot canyon that you have to hike through first. But the beginning of the hike has a bunch of warning signs, as you saw earlier right there, that warns you about hiking in this area with flash floods, thunderstorms, and bringing plenty of water. But the canyon here in the beginning of the trail is wide open, not narrow at all. But when the canyon gets constricted and goes through these slot canyons, the water levels get very, very high, and you can see sections like the boulder area being problematic. I'll share some pictures in Buckskin Gulch we find of remnants of old ladders high up in the canyon walls to give you an idea how high the water can get. If you need to get around that ladder, there's an alternate section you can hike around. But that piece of wood up there shows you kind of how high the water can get. And we're going to see much more of that as we head further down. There we go. This is nice and narrow. It's pretty awesome in here. We go through the first section of Wire Pass. How awesome that is. There's the exit to the upper part of Wire Pass, but there's a trail. If the ladder is ever taken out, you can go up and around that section. Alright, we're finished Wire Pass. We're at the confluence now of Buckskin. You can see the exit. Go check out the petroglyphs on the rock wall here on the right. Lots of people here the day that we were coming out of Wire Pass, checking out the petroglyphs. I've seen over the years in the past, people walk by this area and not even realize they were there. This is actually our 5th time down into Wire Pass. Still don't know what that long line is on the walls. If you do see this area, you do not want to touch the walls with your hands because they leave oils behind. So just be cautious of that. My favorite part, though, I think, are the bighorn sheep. I believe they are. You can see the large antlers on the animals that the Indians had drawn. There's the snake. Yeah, it's a snake. We got more antelope or bighorn. If you know what that long line is in the petroglyphs, let me know in the comments. As we exit Wire Pass here, we're going to go south down into Buckskin Gulch. I would not go north. I'll point the camera north here for a second. That slot canyon is not as nearly as impressive as the southern part of Buckskin Gulch. So as we head south here down Buckskin Gulch, I'm going to share with you what it looks like for about 4 miles. Eat a snack, get some food, and then head back on out. Let's go check out the longest slot canyon in the world. Here in Buckskin. A lot of people. This is getting pretty awesome in here though. Got more wood up there. Give you an idea where the water gets to. Not a place to be in a flood. Just keeps getting better as we get into the canyon further. And this place is pretty cool. Big enclave. Pretty amazing place. Buckskin Gulch. At this point, we're pretty far into Buckskin Gulch. We're going to stop and get a little bit of a snack and then turn back around and head back on out. Woo! Barely see the sky up there. This is what people do. They place rocks in the sandstone that's eroding. Check out up above here, though. Oh, there's the old ladder. Wire Pass. Thanks for joining us today. Please like if you like this content. I'll get you up to the boulder issue that has the ladder these days. And then we'll be out at the parking lot. Thanks for joining my son and I exploring Buckskin Gulch, the longest slot canyon in the world. As we exit here, I'll leave a link in the description to the wave hike, one of the top hikes I think in the country. Very challenging to get a permit. Thanks for watching. Until our next week's adventure, thanks for being here.